welcome to the Australian Gabba Test Match Training Session. You're very lucky today. There's only obviously 50 to 60 kids out here today that get the opportunity to do this around the country at each of the 5 test venues this year. Obviously it's a massive season. You would have seen plenty of media with the Ashes. Who's ready to have lots of fun today?
Seeing the training of the test players playing, that was just fantastic, especially for our kids. You know, they've come from the Lockyer Valley. You know, they've had a few hardships over the last couple of years with some of the floods and all that, and just to come down here and experience what's been going on, you know, watching test players train and then being out in the ground, I just reckon it's something that they'll remember for the rest of their lives, and it's a big part of what we're trying to do with our cricket down the Lockyer Valley, is trying to get it really going, and this is a big stepping stone towards that.
It's been great. So I've never seen players like internationally train before, and how professional they are, and the bowlers, how quick they are. They're just so quick, I can't see the ball, and the batters are just the big bats are massive, and it's just great to see.
Back in early 2011, January 2011, we had some awful floods, and you know, pretty much wiped out a lot of places, a lot of townships. A few of our grounds around the place got knocked around as well, and it was about 12 months after that we had another lot went through, and yeah, it wasn't quite as bad, but almost as bad. You know, it took a lot to recover. So from a cricketing point of view, yeah, it's good to be up and running again. And the thing we're doing here today, it's something that they can really get inspiration from to keep them in the game of cricket.
Who we got in the middle? Okay, doesn't need an introduction. We've got Michael Clark, your Australian captain.
I remember the first time I walked out onto the Sydney cricket ground, being from New South Wales, as a 7-year-old boy wearing the same bright colours as you guys are wearing, and I remember sitting where you were sitting today and listening to some great Australian players like Michael Slater and Merv Hughes talk to me about what I had to do to try and become an Australian cricketer. So it wasn't that, well, it feels like it wasn't that long ago that I was sitting exactly where you boys and girls are today.
What do you have before your game?
Lots of MILO. We try and be pretty healthy before we play. But after we win, sometimes Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Meeting players and doing everything you've done today, what's that inspired you to do in the future?
Make more runs this season, and more wickets, more catches, everything. Try to play the best I can, and yeah, just look forward to cricket.